Y11 Advanced, we're going to look at absolute value equations today. Now the key idea for this lesson is that absolute value makes everything positive. So for example, the absolute value of -3 is 3. Absolute value of 3 is also 3. Absolute value of -5 is 5. And absolute value of 5 is 5. So absolute value makes everything positive. So let's have a look at this first question. We've got to solve the absolute value of x equals 2. Now, there's a positive case and a negative case to consider. The positive case says absolute value of x is equal to, sorry, that's wrong. X equals 2. Alright, x equals 2 since we know that the absolute value of 2 is equal to 2. The negative case. Negative case. X could be -2. That's a negative case since absolute value of -2 is equal to 2. So there's a positive case and a negative case. Alright, now copy that down and then I want you to do question 2 by yourself. So pause the video and have a go at question 2. Okay, so we've got a positive case. Positive case is x could be 7 since absolute value of 7 equals 7. And then we've got the negative case. Right, negative case is x equals -7 since absolute value of -7 is equal to 7. Okay? So x could be -7 because the absolute value of -7 is 7, or x could be 7. So two answers, 7 and -7. Now in the assessment task, it's not necessary to write positive case and negative case. Right? All you've got to do is write down the positive case solution and the negative case solution. You also don't have to write this down in the assessment either. But that's just as an explanation for your notes. So make sure that's in your notes, but in the assessment, you just have to write that, and that's it. Okay, copy that down, and we'll look at a harder question up here. Okay, we'll start off with the positive case. Positive case. Okay, positive case is 2x minus 3 could be 9. Since absolute value of 9 equals 9. So this expression here could be equal to 9 because we know the absolute value of 9 is 9. Okay? And you've got to solve that equation. So 2x equals 12 divided by 2 divided by 2, x equals 6. Okay? And check it. Does that work? If I put x equals 6 there, I get 2 times 6 is 12, minus 3 is 9, and the absolute value of 9 is 9, so that works. All right, let's do the negative case. Now for the negative case, what do we have? We have 2x minus 3 could be -9. This is a negative case, since the absolute value of -9 is equal to 9. Alright, so this expression here could be -9. Could be equal to -9, couldn't it? Because the absolute value of -9 is 9. Alright, solve that equation. So you're going to get 2x, add 3 to both sides, minus 6, divide 2, divide 2, cancel, cancel. X equals -3. Okay? Check your answer. 2 times -3 is -6. -6 take 3 is -9. And the absolute value of -9 is 9. So that works. And again, in the assessment task, you don't have to write positive case and negative case. All you have to do is write down that first, and then solve, and then write down that second, and solve. Okay, so those are the only bits you've got to write down in the assessment. But just write that down as an explanation for your notes. Right, copy that down, and I want you to try question 4 by yourself. So pause the video, have a go at the question and then see how you go. Okay, so positive case. Positive case. Alright, so positive case is this. 5 minus 3x could equal 8. Okay? Minus 5 both sides. Minus 3x is equal to 3. And divide both sides by negative 3. Cancel. X equals negative 1. Check your answer. 5 minus 3 times by negative 1 is 5 plus 3, which is 8. That works. Let's do the negative case. Negative case. So for the negative case, 5 minus 3, that should have been a k there, shouldn't it? Not x, that should be a k. I'll change that to a k, and that to a k. Alright, just to be consistent with that. Negative case, 5 minus 3k is equal to negative 8. So this is the negative case. Alright, minus 5 minus 3k equals minus 13. And divide by negative 3, divide by negative 3. Right, negative 3's cancel. And then you're going to get k is equal to 13 on 3. Right, or you could write it as a mixed numeral. Okay? And check your answer. If I put 13 on 3 here, what do I get? 5 minus 3 times 13 on 3 is 5 minus 13. 5 minus 13 is negative 8. The absolute value of that is equal to 8, so that works. That's all correct. Okay, so that's all there is to absolute value equations. Alright, we'll pause it there.